Hey guys, welcome to a game called Era of Celestials. This is a game that I have been playing for, well, since it came out for about 2 months now, and I've been really heavily enjoying this game, and it's like the #1 game that I play the most at the moment, just because there's so much to do, and it's a lot of fun. It is a mobile game, first and foremost, and it's a MMORPG. And so, like I said in the last one, those are two things that I think most PC gamers probably don't really have an interest in, but if you're looking for a mobile game that you really want to get into, I would recommend this game. It has elements of pay to win, but you can play free to play for sure. There's people I know that are free to play and they do just fine. It's a game that I think is very in depth and can give you a good experience with a mobile game. And so if you're looking for a good mobile game to get into, I would definitely consider this. So the last video that I made was kind of an overarching, like massively long, in-depth, like here's everything in the game. But I thought I would make a video that specifically was for people who were just starting out in the game and you have no idea what to do. So I'm going to make a new character and we're just going to go through it. Okay, so you're going to have, first and foremost, you're going to have an option to like choose whatever server you want here. You'll probably start on like a brand new one. Now this is the server that I play on, and so I'm just going to make an account on here. And I accidentally made a warrior earlier, and I don't think that I have the ability to choose a different one, so I'm going to pick this level 1, and hopefully that, because I think you can only have 4 max, because I can't scroll down or anything like that. So I'm just going to choose this one since this is, and I don't think I can delete a character either. I would like to, maybe, but I'm going to choose this one right here. So, and I hope I didn't get too far. I don't think I did, but this will just kind of be the start of the game, and you can see what the game is like. So yeah, okay, so we're starting out brand new. So when you first come into the game, this is what you're going to be presented with. This chick who's telling you like what to do. You want to start your journey, so just follow these instructions right here. You'll automatically be taken to a new location. You can see it says auto. Now you can like choose to not follow this directly. You can wander around or whatever, but just do the auto and it will take you to the next quest line. So just kind of click through it. It just kind of gives you some backstory of what the game's like and what it's doing, but it's not really like, the story is not all too important for what you want to be doing in game. It doesn't really matter hardly at all. And so then just keep following this and you'll auto task through this story. And basically as you go along, you're going to be presented, it's going to walk you through the very start of things in the game and like a couple different things. And then once we get past this, I'll walk you through some of the different events and things like that. So as you go along in the game, you'll get experience. You'll generate experience from doing different tasks, and then you'll level up your character, and then your character has different stats and abilities and things like that. And you'll get various weaponry that you can equip, and you'll be able to craft new weaponry and things like that. And so, and this is another thing too, you have a BR rating, which is like, I'm assuming it means battle rating, and it kind of dictates your standing on the server. And so equipment and items and things like that all add to your BR. There's all kinds of things. There's mounts, there's so you get like a mount, you get Elysians, which are like these powerful warriors you can transform into. There's sprites, which are like your companion in the game, like that help you fight different mobs and stuff like that. And all of these things, equipment, various different things you can upgrade, it all goes into your stats, your BR, things like that. And if you come right here under character, you can see your battle rating, you can see your basic attributes, your stats right here, and you can click this, it'll tell you more about which each of these things are. And essentially equipment dictates all these stats for the most part. And then down here, this is all like your elemental attributes from your Elysians, and there's a lot that goes into it. Like I said last time, it's kind of overwhelming at first, but if you just follow the basic storyline, you'll get through it really quick and you'll learn rather quickly what to do. So we're being tasked with killing this thing. It's going to get us some experience. We're going to level up again, and then we're going to go and just continue to go through this these different things. And as you complete these main quest line, you will get like a massive amount of experience. And then later on, you'll be able to like double your experience gain by using rubies, which is an in-game currency. Like I said this last time. Doing these guides made me realize how much is actually in this game. There's 2 different types of currency. There's diamonds, which is like you have to actually like pay to get it, or you can trade and like sell items, and then people can use diamonds that they have that they get from different ways, either buying it or winning it through like an event or something like that. And then there's rubies, which are like kind of your general thing. And so we're gonna I can't teleport. Oh man, this is weird. I can't teleport. So you gotta walk everywhere. So you can teleport if you're like VIP. You can like quickly move about the map. So if you can't tell, this game is very there's very heavily based around these chicks. Okay, so follow main quest and complete the first chapter to unlock an Elysian. So we're gonna try to unlock Elysian Stellaris, which is our massively powerful, one of the guardians essentially. And there's a bunch of different ones that you'll get as you go along. I'm about to hit level 200, special level 200 on my main account, and I'm about to get a new one, which is going to be pretty exciting. And so yeah, just continue along, follow the quest line, and you really can't get lost when you first start out in game. You kind of you'll just get some basic stuff as you go along, and it'll teach you about the game. So if you just pay attention, it'll teach you. So this resource download thing, it's just you can get like some special stuff, and so you just go ahead and click claim reward, and you'll have to download it, but you get a special weapon like skin, and if you activate it, you'll get a BR increase. So definitely make sure to activate. You don't have to use it after you've activated it. You could go ahead and take it off if you don't want to use it, but you'll still keep your battle rating increase. And so it's just kind of like a cool little thing to like start out the game. But you can see I'm getting like a BR increase. So I would recommend doing, making sure to do that. Don't forget to do that. And then there's like effects and stuff, and all this stuff adds to your overall battle rating. But I like the look of the normal armor, so I'm not going to do anything other than that. There's like title here, which is another thing that you can increase, which will increase your BR. There's all kinds of different things. Like for example, under character, there's I don't have access to it yet. There's another thing called honorific, which you'll get these medals that you can use to increase your reputation, and it like adds to stats and stuff as well. So that's just another thing. So I can't teleport. It's something you get and that I use constantly, and it's kind of weird to not have that. So we're just going to, and as you go along and you kill different things, you'll get more equipment and stuff. So just follow the intro quest line, and I think by the time you're done, you should be like level, what is it? Like level 50 or something, I think. You fly through early levels pretty quickly, and every single time you complete a thing, you get it. So, we're getting an Elysian. So see this bar right here, it says King's Continent 12%. As we go along, that'll continue to increase, and we'll get closer to unlocking that. Oh, another thing I should say too, okay, we unlocked skill, so she's going to walk us through this. So, like I said, it'll walk you through everything as you get started out, but don't get overwhelmed. It's pretty easy to do. So we're gonna upgrade. I don't want to upgrade that one. I want to upgrade I want to upgrade the better ones. Okay, so let me just show you this real fast before we go along. So you have different skills and different abilities. I think this one is your best one. This is unactive. Oh, I can't use any of these other ones. We got to reach level 13, reach level 31, 40, and 55. These ones are the best ones. And you can upgrade your skills, and you can see the different stat increases, BR increases, damage increase, and each one of these, so it's the weapon, the skill, and the increase of damage for that skill. The other thing that I was going to show you, for a war, so there's 3 different classes. God, I should have said this right away. There's 3 different classes: warrior, archer, and mage. I like mage. It's kind of like the glass cannon, does a ton of damage, very powerful build. Warrior's pretty good. They're all decent in their own way. They all have different skills and talents and stuff that you can get eventually. And one thing to keep in mind is that when you level up a ways later, you get what's called talents. And talents have different, there's different abilities. Like a mage has like a massive, huge damage one-shot ability that can almost kill people instantaneously. Warriors, I think, have defensive, and archers have healing based on how much damage they do. So I would look up maybe before you start which class you might prefer doing. There's some nice guides on Reddit you can look into. It'll help you. I prefer mage, but I know other people who prefer warrior. It's all based on you and your different abilities and what you want to do. So you have a couple different things here. You have a helmet, you have a chest piece, you have leggings, you have gauntlets, and you have boots. And on the weapon side, you'll have a main weapon, you have an offhand, necklace, 2 rings, and then all these different things you can get like special things for, which I don't even have any of these because they're super exclusive. And then you get like an imp that you can buy and purchase that increases your damage, or an experience one, which I recommend doing the experience one, and it'll help you level quicker. And then as you go along, you'll have the ability to forge. And what that means is like you can make your weaponry better, and you can create what's called sets, which give you a nice set bonus. I'll switch over to my other account so you can see kind of the in-depth stuff as time goes on, and I'll tell you about that. But there's different things you can get in here, and so just keep in mind that your character will eventually get really good. It's going to take a lot of time to invest into, a lot of like grinding and stuff like that, but it's worth it. If you're very invested in this game. And so you can see I got a necklace. You just go through this, you'll get different equipment and stuff, and it'll teach you about the game as you start out. So another thing you can do every single day is you get rewards. So logging in every single day is very important because you'll get a daily sign-in bonus. And you can see as you go along here, once you hit 28 days, you'll be able to get materials for Generation 2 wings. So these are things that So you can get wings in this game, and they massively increase your stats and your abilities and your BR, and it's very much worth logging in every single day so you can get this very easily. But you can also get these feathers that you can use for wings from bosses and stuff in game that you can kill, and so there is a chance to get them and drop them. Like I have amassed so many of these Generation 2 feathers that really, I mean, they're super easy to get eventually. So we're going to go ahead and close that out. And I want to go back in here because what is this? Upgrade your account. I don't want to do this right now because I don't know if it's going to mess with my other one. So we can level up our skill again. And I'm going to I can upgrade all of them at one time. We'll just go ahead and do that. And yeah, just continue on, and eventually, oh yeah, I should say also you get different rewards for hitting different battle rating, like meeting different battle ratings. There's online rewards that you can get like every day. You'll have 6 draws from this that will award you one of these things, kind of a random chance, and then that's like a bundle code, which there's a couple codes out there. Like, let's see if I remember one of them. I don't know if they're still working though either. I think it's like FB Fan Giveaway, I think is one of them. Let's try this. It's taking me into an instance. Nope, does not. Maybe they expire. So here's one of the of daily events that you get into. It's called Abyssal Dungeon, and as you... Oh, we're going to transform into an Elysian. And so this is your powerful warrior. It's just going to get a massive amount of XP real fast. Oh, no, we're not in Abyssal Dungeon. This is the experience instance. So this is the experience instance. And as you... Wait, no. Was that Abyssal Dungeon? That was an experience instance. The Tyrant's Lair. Oh, that was just like a little minigame thing. I didn't even I didn't even know what that was. It's been so long, but that seemed like an experience instance. So later in game, one of the daily events that you'll get once this pops up is an experience instance, and it's highly recommended to invest into this. When you do it, you can spend like additional gold and rubies to get experience potions, and you will get a massive amount of experience from these instances. And so it's very recommended to do these experience instances every single day. Do as many as you can. If you're a specific VIP level, you can do another one. You can do three of them, or even more depending on what you are. But it's like super expensive if you do that. But it's very much worth saving your potions or buying potions in order to gain even more experience, because you're going to need it later on as you level up. So another thing that'll happen as you are going along here, you'll get these timed events which give you like better weaponry, and this is only something that's for early game. I have not seen this in late game for a very long time, and basically just continue to go through the intro quests here, and then eventually you will fight this person. It'll be like this is main quest boss. So once we hit like pretty much the end, we'll fight him. What's all this? What's all this? This must be early on too. I have not seen this. Okay, so it's something special. Or is this an event that's going on? No, it's got to be for early on, because that's not going on for me. Later game. So this must just be an early thing. So we got a bunch of money, and I'm not going to actually level up my skills yet until I unlock all of them. So then that way I can get some of the better ones. And we're almost like to where we can get all the skills anyway. So just continue, like I said, just continue on with this, and it'll walk you through all this basic stuff. There we go, thunderclap, and then I think there's one more, right? We got to get 55. Yeah, 55, and then once we get that, I'll level up. Because actually, this one's the better one, I believe. So maybe I'll just upgrade this one. Because I think this one, oh no, it does more damage. Okay, this is interesting. Because this one for mage is better than this one. So warrior has different. It looks like. A little bit different. So here's the random draw thing. It'll you get 6 attempts a day, and then after it's done, you gotta wait 5 minutes. And if you don't want to see the animation, you can just click and go to gold chest, and it'll automatically do it for you. This is just all free stuff that you get every single day. So it's just like, you know, just make sure to remember to do it, because it's free stuff and it's gonna help you. So here's the main quest boss that we're gonna fight. Now these the main bosses. So this is another important thing. Certain bosses do different things. This guy probably doesn't do much damage to me or anything like that, but some bosses can do a massive amount of damage. Some bosses have healing abilities. Some bosses have the ability to reflect damage that you do to them, and so like you might have to go switch from automatic to manual attack so you don't take damage. Some bosses stun you. It's just, there's all kinds of different things to be aware of, and you'll learn it as you go, and you can find guides and stuff for early on things. But essentially, just be aware that different bosses have different abilities, and watch what's going on. They'll tell you pretty much like what's going to happen. Like some bosses like, oh, puny human, your damage I convert to HP. So that means like when he starts doing like his conversion into HP, he'll get like a green aura around him. Sometimes stop attacking during the time, and he won't get as much HP back, or if you're powerful enough, you can just fight right through it. I mean, it's just like, there's just things you got to watch out for. So here's another boss, I think, and let's see what happens. I think we're going to do an Elysian battle here, because this is an Elysian. And, yeah, Lunaris. You can skip the story if you want to. We're going to... Oh, I can't transform yet. So just look at her attacks different. You know, like... And you don't fight her later on in game. It's just like right now. This is just kind of an intro thing. But she does different attacks. And you can see like the red damage is ticking up here. They don't do that much damage to you. You don't really have to be worried about that. It's just kind of for show. It's just kind of a nice thing to do. But it's worth knowing that different bosses do different abilities and different damage, and so just be aware of like what they're doing. You know, like sometimes they'll have like a red arch that shows like it's going to attack in this direction, so you have to use your little movement thing down here in the bottom left hand corner. I'll show you this thing right here to move out of the cone or out of the path of her attack. So just like, you know, just keep those things in mind, and you should be okay. But I don't think you're going to run into a lot of that early on. The game's not very punishing early on. Later on, though, it gets a little tougher. And even then, it's not that bad. So we just got an Elysian, and as you saw, I just got a massive BR increase. So here's the next thing to keep in mind. As you, every single day, you'll get these different abilities. You'll get these different things like Elysian pots that you can use to upgrade your Elysian, or sprite leaves that you can use to upgrade your sprites. And as you upgrade them, there's 5 different little parts of the grade here, and when you upgrade to grade 2, you'll get a massive jump for that Elysian or for that sprite. And then there are events, which I kind of hope that the events show up pretty soon. There are events, so here we go, Elysian instance. There are events every day that will pop up, and one of them is an Elysian instance, one of them is a sprite instance, and doing them will grant you more of those leaves and pots. And so it's definitely make sure to get those. And then not only that, but then you'll eventually be able to blitz, which means that you don't even have to go into it. So if you get if you meet a rating, so like there's I think 5 different ratings. There's SSS, A, B, C, and D. depending on what rating you are, if you're SSS rating, then you'll be able to blitz, and then you never have to go into it ever again, which is really nice. So you might have to get pretty powerful in order to get that, but we just got a bunch of stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm getting all these compensations for different things that... Getting all these different compensations for past events that have happened recently. Holy moly, holy rubies, man. Jeez Louise. That's a crazy amount. So we're about to go to a new, looks like we're going to a new area here. And then we can go ahead and just claim that too. So here's a different thing that we can get. Oh, this is the Light of Hope thing. Oh yeah. So we get like different titles that you can get that appear above your head, and then you can, like, you know, put the different attributes and stuff on, which just make sure you have both of these checked for the BR increase, so you can see right there. And I think maybe this one's kind of bugged, if I recall correctly, so I'm gonna make sure I put that on too. Okay, there we go. And that looks like just something that happens every now and then. I do not remember that. It's been a long time. So, oh gosh, there are different, like, kind of mini battles that you'll do as you go along. It's just kind of annoying. So we're going to get a mount. We're also going to get a companion or sprite here in a little bit. But as you go along, the game will just unlock new things for you. All right, so there we go. We just got our ability to ride our mount. And so if we click this, you can see there's my mount right here. And you can morph this thing. It'll change how it looks over time. And let's see. Do I have that? Okay, here we go. Let's just go in here and I'll show you. So here's your mount. And don't worry about any of these things. You can't even do any of these until you're super high level. But you'll collect things as you go along in your mount bag that you'll be able to, like, craft, and then, like, you can slot them into here. So your mounts are very, very powerful things that give you huge boosts, and you'll get these mount fruits, which are they're not common. And so whenever you have the ability to get them, get them. And then here you have the morph ability, which as you go along, 7-day gift. This, I think, is when you first start, when a server first starts up, so I don't think you can get access to that. But you can morph the look of your mount as time goes on, as you upgrade their overall grade. And so you won't be able to do that right away, but you will be able to do that eventually. Okay, so we got all of our skills, so let's go ahead and let's just upgrade all of them. There we go. And we'll just we got a lot of money here, so we're just going to upgrade all of them as much as we can. And so this is a really nice, powerful thing that it can do, and then that also. So different skills, we can upgrade our Elysian again. Let's just do a quick upgrade on that. You can see it levels up the individual ticks here, and then once it's like I said, once you hit grade 2, you'll get a nice big jump from grade 1 to grade 2. So another thing I want to say too is, like, you know, if you notice right here, you can see I have, like, rewards. It'll tell you, like, if you have something you can do. Over here, you'll have an improve icon, which will, like, show you, hey, you got some things you can do in improving your Elysian, or upgrading your skills, or something like that. Under here, there'll be, like, different special things that are happening on the server, and so just pay attention to these things right here too. And then obviously this is your bonus, which is right here. And then the store is stuff that you can't really even do anyway right now, although you probably can do some stuff. Let's just go ahead and I'll just buy the imp to show you. The imp, so you should have a lot of rubies when you first start out. So just buy the imp, because that's gonna be complete the level 50. So I can't even do it yet. What did that say? Complete the level 50. Hold on, let me see what this said again. Complete. Oh, I did. I was able to upgrade it. Okay, so this will give you a nice XP, plus 50% XP from killing monsters. These ones, I don't think I can even use it. When you reach level 150, when you reach level 220, you'll get there pretty quick. Quest item, that's for the panda. Yeah, so just pay attention to those things, and you can, like, if you wanted to, which I wouldn't recommend, save your rubies, okay? Save your rubies, because you'll need them later on. So here's the Elysian instance. As I said, we're going to go ahead and enter this. It'll walk you through all this, but basically, I'm just going to skip the story. Basically, what you want to know is the first, like, bit of information that I can give you, go into your mount, like, I can't do the mounts right now. Pull all these guys together, because when you pull them together, you're going to do damage to all of them a lot quicker, and then you'll be able to, like, hopefully get the S rating very quickly. So pull them together, make sure that they're together, and then go fight the boss. You want to get through this as quickly as you can, and I think it's going to give us the S rating this time. It's pretty hard not to get S rating when you first start out. We're getting Elysian keys too. Huh. So I think do we have the ability to blitz this now? I'm not sure. Let me look. Go back up to event here. Elysian instance. Take part. I can blitz it. So you'll be able to blitz this if you hit the specific ratings, and it'll tell you what you need to hit. Like I said, there's an elf instance which you can get once you reach level 240. So we just got. We're going to cover all that here in a second. We just got a bunch of these pots. So let's just go ahead and let's just do a quick upgrade, and we hit grade 2. You can see we get a big BR increase. We get all these different stat increases here. So you can see that as you go along, and you can just continue. We're almost level 3 already too. You can also save these if you want for some of the later Elysians, but you're going to need these Elysian. Just upgrade things as you go along, basically, for a while, until you get like a higher level. So here are your daily events. And all of these things, you can see the different unlock requirements. Warrior Guard is a thing where you have wave after wave after wave of enemy. I would really like to show this, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Maybe I'll go into the other account and I can show you how to. This video is going to be super long again. Jeez Louise. These videos are really massively long. Wave after wave, and you get these things called Forge Stones, which you can use to like upgrade your individual weaponry and stuff like that, your equipment. Arena, which is like what it sounds like a PvP arena. Daily quests, which give you gold and give you like experience because you battle tons of monsters and stuff like that. Boss hunt, you can fight specific bosses every day. An experience instance that we talked about before. Then mercenary quest, which are like a nice way to gain experience too. You get these scrolls that you can slot into these mercenary quests, and then they give you nice experience. Guild quest, which you can only do if you're part of a guild. Tower of Legend, which is like an endless tower that you fight like other bosses, and you get these things called gallery cards, and these things give you nice bonuses when you like unlock different ones. Elf instance, Tyrant Portal, which you can't even do yet, and Spirit Realm, which you can't even do yet. Once you got to get pretty high to do those. You get different group events every day. Abyssal Dungeon that I talked about is like an experience in like kind of a. You get Forge Stones, and you get some gear from Endless Tower, which is like these runes that you use to increase your skills. Like there's different, so your skills have different. I don't even know if I have access to this yet. Yeah, I don't even have, you can upgrade each individual thing and get these runes that you can improve the quality of the skill itself. Then there is a hunting ground, which you get these purifying stones, which you can't even use yet, but these purifying stones allow you to like add additional skills, I guess, to or specifications. I'll show you this. I'll go over to the other account and I'll show you what they are. This is a new thing. Demonic Jungle for like wedding ring is so stupid, but you get a nice increase from that, so just utilize that. And then there's limited time events that happen every single day, like a world boss that happens every like a couple times a day that you can do. Dragon Slayer happens every single day, Monday through Friday. Different things that you can do every single day. And then these other game modes, like a treasure excavation, you get these scrolls you can go treasure hunting and get specific things from. Monster hunting is just like kill 300 monsters, and then you get like some rubies and stuff. Enhanced Master is like enhancing with the Forge Stones, enhancing your equipment. And then Elysian Treasure, which once you obtain a specific amount of keys, you can upgrade your like artifacts. Essentially, you get pen stones. There's a lot of things that go into the game. The other video I did covers a lot of this, and so I recommend going back and watching that. But basically, the gist of it is, oh man, we're running out of time here for this boss. I didn't even realize this. Basically, the gist of it is just follow the main quest line as you go along, and then you'll like unlock different things and you'll level up as time goes on. I'm gonna switch over to the other account, and then you guys I'll show you some of the other things over there. All right, so here's my main account. We're about to have like a pretty big milestone here, hitting level 200. We're really close to it. So, okay, let's just talk. We'll do the skill thing first. So here's all the things that you can get eventually. Runes, which improve, you can see, increases the damage of this skill. Crit damage, attack speed, each one has a different thing. Movement speed, crit damage, cooldowns, things like that you can get from here. And those are from the Endless Tower. These are the talents that you can get later on, specific things for your characters. And so each character has different talents that you can get, essentially. Then we have, like I said, the Forge, which is the thing that was about to unlock. You can improve your individual weaponry here using these Forge stones. You can get you can get gems for your sockets, which will give you different increases. So like this is HP plus 14,400. You can append your weaponry, which I haven't even really done. I've been saving it for a resource event, but basically you can increase the level of your items here using a pen stones, and each one gives you like a huge increase. You can see right here on the different stats, like basic HP 12%, HP increase. I just realized now that my cursor hasn't been showing, which really sucks. As I've been saying, you can see right here, set, which gives you essentially you can use stones, these stones, down here in the bottom right hand corner under activation requirements, and you can increase the quality of your equipment, and by making a set, so like having like all of these be a specific a certain grade, which we didn't really even talk about, a specific grade of your equipment, and then having 5 of them give you like additional, or 4 of them or 2 of them gives you additional like HP and attack bonuses and things like that. So under inventory, under your weaponry, you can see like each staff, or each item, I should say, each equipment item has a grade, and so you can't even there are certain requirements that you have to meet, and each grade is better than the other, obviously. And essentially, as you go along, you're going to increase your grade, increase your weaponry, increase your equipment level, and things like that. There's a lot that goes into it, but as time goes on, you will increase that. Like I said, there's a lot that goes into this. I covered a lot of it in the last one. All kinds of different things, but if you just follow the main quest as you start out, you all this stuff, you'll learn about all these things for the most part. And so just make sure to pay attention to what the screen is saying and doing what the screen is telling you to do, and you should be good. So to keep the video from being any longer than this, I'm going to go ahead and call it right there. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you want to see another guide. I could talk about specific aspects of the game. I wanted to make a beginner guide for the most part, and I hope that this helped. Thank you so much for watching. I know this is probably not for everybody, but for those of you guys who are looking for a guide on the game, hopefully this has helped. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.